Hey y'all, Nani here. Welcome back to my channel. You can call me Nani. Hold on, I need chapstick. I always need chapstick. It's just gonna be a quick video. I never updated y'all on the last appointment I had with my orthopedist. He said things are looking good, they're moving along. And I discovered that, not through his office, just of my own accord, but I discovered that physio stem thing, that bone growth stimulator thing that I have. The reason it was hurting so much, because he told me, he was like, I do see some new growth, but it's not as much as I would like to see at this phase, and you need to use that bone growth stimulator. And I was like, well, it hurts like a bitch. And he said, you're the first patient in 10 years that has ever told me it hurt. And I'm like, well, I knew he would say that. But I came home and I was like, okay, let me try it again. Maybe things have changed and it won't hurt as bad. Well, this time I didn't, for whatever reason, I didn't strap it on the way I did the last time. Like, it was still strapped, but it just wasn't as tight. But also, I think my foot wasn't as sensitive then, or this time, because I was able to wear it without any pain at all. And so I have been doing it every day. I have to do it 3 hours a day. And I also think it's helping with my foot pain. And of course time helps, but I think it's helping with my foot pain because I don't have as much like random weird nerve pain situations in my foot. I still have trouble moving my toes, which I guess is normal. Okay. Thank you. I don't know. It's all I can think of. I've been waking up so I usually sleep on my right side. I think I've mentioned this before, I'm not sure, but I usually sleep on my right side. Like, I fall asleep on my back, then I wake up, move all the pillows, so I just sleep on one pillow, and then I roll over and sleep on my right side. But I wake up every morning, like, the knee pain in my right knee, not the foot that's messed up, which is the left foot, but the knee on my right foot, or the knee on my right leg. The pain in it wakes me up out of a sound sleep, and I just start screaming. And it hurts. It's excruciating, but I know somehow I know that I need to straighten it out and that it'll feel better. But moving it makes it hurt even more. So it's just like this. It's just an awful, like, struggle. Oh, my fat cat is laying on me, and it's like a weight. Well, he's like, I think he weighs like 20 pounds. Where are you? There you are. Say hi, Oliver. Hello. Hey, your baby. He's your baby. He loves his mama. Yes, he does. He loves his mama. Oh, he's my sweet boy. He's my sweet boy. Yes, he is. Okay. And that was happening pretty consistently, the knee pain. And it still does happen. Like if I sit here, my preferred way of sitting or lying for whatever reason is lying. Well, I know why. I lie down, but I always keep my knees up. So my feet flat on the bed and then my knees up because I have such a sway back that I can fit both of my arms up to my elbow fully under my back. And so I have to keep my knees up because it's excruciating on my back otherwise. So, hi, is your baby? Is your baby? Is he the baby? Say hi. Say hello. Are you on TV? See, I'm a movie star. I'm a movie star. Yeah. My name's Oliver. And I'm a movie star. Oh my God, y'all. I know I've mentioned this couple before. It's a couple that I watch. It's called The Fry Life, Frey. Peter and Mary Fry. Peter, I think he still does pastor. I don't think it's a full-time thing. But they started the channel because Mary has cystic fibrosis and they wanted to bring awareness to it. And I think they've been doing this for like 8 or 10 years or something, I think. Back to when they were in their 20s, and now I believe Mary's 33. They are, I know a lot of people think that people on YouTube are just, they're not real. They're not their real selves. But there are some people out there that are their real selves. Like I'm my real self. Like this is, if I wasn't, believe me, I'd be showing you. I wouldn't be laying here with no makeup, usually hair that has been uncolored. I colored it. Ow! Okay. When he steps off of me, he likes to use my ribs. Anyway, so, but they are so real and so, and I know you can't judge, like, okay, we don't know what's, because the average length of their videos is like 15 minutes. We don't know what goes on throughout the rest of their day. But I just get this vibe that what I see is what I would get. And they're adopting. And so yesterday they had a video where it showed they finally got chosen. Now, I don't know, they didn't share any of the details, like if this is a baby that's already been born, a baby that's going to be born, when the baby's due, if there's a gender, not that that matters, but it's, and they don't care. They don't care. But all of that is exciting news, and they didn't mention it, so that, of course I'm dying. But the minute, like, I saw the tag or the whatever for their video where it said the title, it said something like, "We were chosen," I was sobbing hysterically the entire time watching this video. I'm so, 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 so happy for them. They're one of the reasons I started my channel, just because I wanted to bring awareness to small fiber neuropathy, because nobody seems to know about it. Oh my God. And another thing I wanted to mention, you can only watch it on Discovery Plus, but the documentary for Selma Blair, it says Introducing Selma Blair, I think is what it's called. If you can find a way to watch that, if you have small fiber neuropathy, or MS, or a chronic pain condition that affects your connective tissues and your walking ability and basically your entire body, watch this. I want to have my mother watch it, but she doesn't have Discovery Plus. So I'm going to have to take it to her and have her watch this, because my explanation of what it's like or whatever doesn't seem to be getting through to her. So hence the last video, one of the last videos I shared, where she was like, I don't even know who you are anymore. But I want to show her this video. There was not one part of the Selma Blair documentary that I did not identify with. Just parts where she takes every bit of strength that she has within her to spend 10 minutes to play dodgeball with her son in his bedroom. And when she's doing that, she looks and she sounds like everything is perfect. And the minute she leaves that situation and goes into her room, it's one of my cats trying to get in, she just immediately starts breaking down and crying hysterically and just is saying, that was so hard. That was so hard. And just doing that, the act of just going to her son's room and playing dodgeball for 10 minutes, took everything out of her to where all she could do was lay in bed all day. And in the beginning part where she's talking about doing the documentary, and she's sitting in a chair and she's talking about it, and she gets really uncomfortable talking about herself. And when she does that, like talking about other things, she speaks fine. But then the minute she tries to talk about herself, she loses her speech, which I find fascinating. Obviously, my empathic part is just dying for her, but the inquisitive part that is interested in different, like the medical nerd part of me, was just like, that's so physically, like, in the brain part interesting, but also from just a mental capacity, like there's something inside of her mentally that isn't wanting her to speak her truth or something. I don't know. I just found that very, very interesting. I do know that there's a lot of speech problems involved in MS. I have speech problems, but only because my mouth is constantly feels like it's burning, and constantly I have to have it feels, and it will and is dry like the friggin' Sahara. Like, that's why I have a lot of teeth problems, is because my mouth is so dry. And that's why I'm obsessed with chapstick, because my mouth is so dry. And really sad news of the day, I'm out of my cherry chapstick. This is devastating. You know, red is my favorite. I don't really care if it's strawberry or cherry. I do prefer cherry. But there's one benefit to this, is I don't have a little red cherry mustache up here. So and then let's see what else. Okay, so back to the foot. Oh wait, anyway, so Selma Blair, please go watch that. Please go watch that. And then I would love to hear your feedback on what you thought about the documentary, if you can identify with any parts of it. There literally wasn't one part I couldn't identify with. Even there's one where her son comes to visit her. She has to go to this special hospital, and she has to go, like, I think months without seeing him, and he finally gets to come and visit or something, and then he's leaving her hotel room, and before the door is even shut, she's crying hysterically. And that's how I feel when Hippo is with me and I don't have the energy to go with my husband to drive him home. And that's been happening more lately, and I just feel like absolute shit because I can't what's the word? Words. I can't go. And it just makes me feel like you can't just get up and go sit in a car. And I think if, I mean, even before I broke my foot, there was times where it was like, no, I absolutely can't do that. But definitely with the broken foot situation, it's hard enough to get out and go just to pick him up, or like to go to my mother's. And I do love the holidays, but the holidays are going to be fucking brutal. Kelly and Mimi are going to put the decorations up and stuff, so I don't have to bother with that. But just like, I don't know. Holidays are brutal in general, so I'm just exhausted thinking about it. But I do love the holidays, and I'm very bitter that I have missed my favorite month, which is October, because of my broken foot and just my overall fatigue. Because I haven't been able to, and let's get real, like I was never a big mover and a shaker. Like, I'm not an exerciser person, but the amount of muscle that I've lost on the foot, the broken foot, is startling. It's just startling how, like, I've never had skinny calves ever. I've always had just like big shapely calves from the back and the front. They just were, curvy calves. And it seems I got scared because I started seeing all these, I'm looking at my leg, that's why I'm looking like this. I started seeing all these lumps on my knee, and I was like, what is this? And I started thinking, like, oh my God, are these tumors? They're my knee bones. They're my leg bones. I've never seen leg bones on myself because I've always had just nice, I didn't appreciate them at the time, but I've always had nice, thick legs. Like gymnast legs, you know what I mean? Because I'm not the tallest person. I'm 5'4", but I'm also, look at my hands. Do you see this? Do you see the size of this? Okay. I need to get a picture of it and show you guys, but my mom sent me a picture of when I think I was like 6, and I looked at my hands and they look this size, but on a 6-year-old. Okay. Do you see this? Okay, they can cover my entire face. I don't know if that's normal. But anyway, so, but I don't have, like, I guess I am big boned. My son saw my toe bone and he was like, good God, Mom. And you guys have seen the x-rays, and my big toe bone does look insanely large and thick. So who knows? Maybe I'm big boned. But anyway, so the doctor told me I can start walking in a boot, like, because this whole time I've been no weight bearing. So, which is why I've completely lost all the muscle in my entire leg. Like, even my thigh has gone smaller. So I've got legs that look like they belong to two different people. And words. What did I say? Oh, walking. Take a shot. So, but I haven't been walking this whole time. Like, I use my knee scooter to go to the bathroom, but only if I really need to go to the bathroom, if you know what I'm saying. Other than that, I'm just using my little women's urinal thing is what it's called. So it lets me use the restroom right here at my bedside. Because my doctor said you just have to stay off of it, do whatever you have to do to stay off of it as much as possible. You cannot put any weight on it. You know, you have to stay off of it. And I'm like, okie dokie then. So I've been laying in bed. Well, first I was laying in bed. Whoops! Sorry, I had to get my wedge. The first time in June, because that's when I broke it, and it hurt like a bitch. And then I found out, oh, it's still broken, and the stupid fuckhead wanted me to start walking in shoes in it. So that's when I got the second opinion, and that guy said, okay, we're gonna have surgery, but we gotta wait a week, so definitely don't move it. So basically, I've been bedbound. Using the scooter kills my knee. It just kills it. It's so painful, and it hurts my back. It hurts my hands to hold on to it. So I try not to use it. And our house just isn't really, with all the furniture and everything, set up to give me space. Definitely not for a wheelchair. And I'd have to expel way too much energy to, like, just getting through the office into the living room to get to the door is exhausting. Just a day going to the doctor's office is exhausting. But he said I could start. I was there, it'll be 2 weeks ago on the 10th. And he said I can start walking in 2 weeks in the boot. But I'm not going to use the boot he gave me because it just, there's no, like, it just doesn't have that, like the black one I have, the big black one that I have that goes up to my kneecap, has that kind of thing that lets you go heel first. You know what I mean? Where you're like this kind of action. I don't know if I'm explaining it right, but and this it's called an air boot or an air cast. It doesn't allow for that. So, like, when I go to bed, I'll probably wear the air cast. But when I'm up and walking around, because I was getting around, even though my foot was still totally broken, before the surgery, before my second doctor told me, absolutely do not be walking on that, I was getting around pretty good on that thing. It didn't feel great, but I was still getting around pretty good. So I've got to get my stamina up because everything is exhausting me. Like, I'm just so freaking tired. And I know it's because I haven't, I'm non-weight bearing. So on the 11th, I get to I get to start walking in my boot. So I'm super excited about that. So I'll make a video either that day or a couple days later to let you know how that's going. If you have not watched Yellowstone and you have Paramount or Peacock, watch Yellowstone. It is so good. It can be a little cheesy here and there, but it's really, 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 really good. And there are so many hot cowboys in it. Like, oh my God. If cowboys are your thing, which, I mean, I'm in Texas, so I'm used to seeing cowboys, but they've never been my thing. Like, that hasn't ever been a part of my life. Like, rodeo, or I haven't known or dated any men or boys when I was younger that did any of that. So I was always like, okay, cowboys, whatever. But this movie, woo, baby, there's a lot of cowboys, and they fine. They get, ooh, mama. Woo, makes my heart skip a beat. Anyway, so start watching Yellowstone. There's 3 full seasons you can watch right now, binge. And then they just had, last night, the 2-hour premiere, because the cliffhanger, those bastards. And the thing is, like, I don't know how long it takes in between seasons, but I just finished the 3rd season, like, last week. So I only had to wait a week to see what happened. But the cliffhanger they left these people with on the 3rd season is a holy shit moment. Like, you will be saying holy shit. Holy shit is what you're going to say. Or something similar. You're going to be like, oh, in fact, you know what I think I might do? I might watch reactions. You know, some people record reactions to watching shit. Like, I did that with Walking Dead when there were, I don't want to ruin it for some people that maybe haven't watched it yet, but there were certain, I mean, you know, in the movie called Walking Dead about zombies, people are going to die. But there were certain characters that died, and people would record their reaction to each episode in case something crazy happened. Some of the reactions are hysterical because people tripped the fuck out. And I mean, I did too. Myself and my daughter watched one, and we were just sobbing hysterically and uncontrollably. And the last episode of the 3rd season, you don't really get, you're not sobbing because you don't know what happened. I mean, you know something horrific happened, but you don't know the ramifications of it. So I guess people had to wait like a year or something to find out. So one of these days I'll put makeup on for you. I'm tired. Oh, my bulldog's yawning too. Anyway, so watch Yellowstone if you haven't watched it. Watch Introducing Selma Blair. That's on Discovery Plus. Yellowstone is on Peacock or Paramount. I talked about something else, didn't I? I don't know. Now I'm watching American Ripper on Discovery Plus. It's this dude that thinks his great-great-grandfather, who was H.H. Holmes, was also Jack the Ripper. It's pretty intriguing. And I remember Jack the Ripper being the first serial killer I ever learned about. And I've always been fascinated by that case, which I think a lot of people have been. Oh my God. Sorry, guys. Wow. Okay. Anyway, yeah, because it's like freaking 10 o'clock. I guess I didn't get good sleep. I've been in a lot of pain though, like elbows and joints and hips and knees. Sad thing is, when I have dreams now, my dreams are always about pain. Like, whoever I am in my dream, that person is always talking about, oh, my knee is killing me. Oh, my hip is killing me. And then I wake up and my knee or my hip is killing me. So, kind of sucks. But anyway. I cut my hair too. Hello. I don't know if you can tell. Used to go down to my bootay, but she needed a trim, so we cut her a little bit. I cut her myself because I don't have the energy to get out right now and go to a freaking stylist or whatever. And I color my own hair. You just get it from Sally's. It's better than the box stuff. If you're gonna color your hair, get it from Sally's. The cost is the same. So just get it from Sally's and do it that way. But anyway, I think that's the only update I have for you. I get to start walking in my boot, weight bearing on my boot on the 11th. I know it's going to be painful. I know I'm going to be in more pain than usual, but I'm just going to have to suck it up and deal with it. So, because that's the only way to get, I just want to get some stamina back and not be so winded. So winded by just going to the bathroom. You know what I mean? Like, or going out the front door, like, my poor succulents. I can't even, I'm so depressed over those. I've had so many of my favorites that have died because I just haven't been able to look after them. And I've got to clean off this bookshelf because it's almost going to be time to bring them inside. They can't withstand degrees lower than 40, I think. And Texas tends to go straight from summer right into winter. So, I mean, what we think is winter, like in the 40s for us is like, we're freezing our fucking asses off here. But it's a nice change because I'm so tired of being hot. Anyway, Kelly's bringing Chick-fil-A breakfast home, so. And they have their new peppermint shakeout. I mean, it's not new. I think they have it every year, but it's their Christmassy peppermint shake at Chick-fil-A, and it's delicious. So I recommend you go try it. And, yeah. Words. I don't know. Just words. Okay. I'm gonna go now. We're gonna be starting Yellowstone over again. My husband and I. And, but I'm not permitted to watch it without him, so I thought I'd make a video. So that's what I'm doing. Alrighty then. So I will talk to you guys later. And I hope... My God. Do you guys your eyes water a lot when you yawn? I have had a lot of shortness of breath lately, and yawning could be a part of that. That's kind of your body's way of allowing you to get a deep breath in instead of shortness of breath where you don't fill your lungs fully with oxygen. So that could be my body's way of being like, hey bitch, God, look how tiny my eyes are without my glasses on. Hello. They're so swollen right here. Kelly says that happens whenever I'm gonna have a flare, so I hope that doesn't mean anything because that doesn't look great. Okay, anyway, not gonna worry about it. It is what it is, and I can't control it, so. Okay. Well, that's all I got for you guys today. I hope you have a beautiful day, and I will talk to you later. Mwah! Bye.